At this time, in honor of our flag and our country, and in recognition of those who served and protected, we ask that everyone please rise and revolve and return your attention to those stars and stripes on the floor for the playing of our national anthem. Field start the Lions second customer service box and quality at the field for the cross-boundary and his first team second. The orthopedic practice of the youth orthopedic specialist provided for the athletic. Thank you for following the line from 0 to Garden, his first team third. Anderson, the Lions of Minnesota State.
Fans, time to get on your feet and dance for your dinner. So if you've been dancers with fans win a $10 gift card to Bob Ross Mexican Bar and Grill. Stop working and have it right. So out there looking for somebody to stand and have a fun dance for your dinner. Download the Blazing Rewards app on your smartphone or visit blazingrewards.com to start earning and winning. Hopefully, the home of the real deal Buffalo Wild Wings campaign. And be sure to check out the Sportsmix website for all your Minnesota State photos. Go to their website at spnsports.com or MSUMavericks.com for all your Maverick photos.
Foul number 5, and his first team save. Martin. goes on while his first team does. Starting the line at the line.
right, and we're back to action here as Martin steps to the line, shooting two. First one is good. For such a big man, Cameron Martin's got a very soft touch with the basketball, handles it quite well when he gets it down low and inside the paint as the second shot is up, and this one is good as well. And that will narrow the gap back down to 14-15 left here in the game as Bogarter brings it across the timeline. Double screen up top, three ball, front rim, no good, ripped down by Martin. Handed off to Tharp and quickly back the other way. Outlet pass to Lambert up the court, swatted away by Carter Ash. Recovered by Quincy Anderson, loose ball. Referee gonna say last touch by, I believe, Lambert, and possession will go to the Mavericks. Not a bad job by the Mavericks there as they get back in transition, able to swat the ball away, and they will get the ball back on offense. Tight man defense from the Mavericks, or excuse me, from the Lions here. Nixon stops his dribble, swings it off to Ash, to Anderson. Good take. Oh, and just a terrible, terrible call by the official. His feet were literally in the air as he went to drive to the rim, and he was certainly not set there. Just not a good call for an offensive charge there, as Missouri catches a break here, as that was a good hard drive to the rim, but Missouri Southern bailed out by a poor call by the official. Great defense by Bogarter. Swings it, Lambert, screen from Martin, good job by Nixon. As the tight man-to-man defense continues, entry pass down low. That's a great job by Carter Ash, getting in position and knowing Cameron Martin's gonna be physical, threw the arm into the chest, and Carter took the fall charge against the Missouri Southern Lions. Ball back to your Mavericks. Great job down low, finding position and drawing the charge, as there's been a few of those that could have gone that way, but have been called fouls. Tightly contested by Walker there. Wide open, Anderson down low, turn faces, layup, front rim, no good. Chases his own rebound, gonna say off Anderson, and it will go to Missouri Southern. Good effort, may have turned the wrong way to the basket there was Anderson, but good hustle, tried to track down, but off him and goes the other way. Now Walker carries the ball across the timeline, guarded tightly by Quincy Anderson. Screen coming, opts not to use it. Skip pass, Tharp, three, no good. Long rebound, goes to Walker. No, Anderson comes away with it as he's getting fouled, and they do call a foul. And great job there by Anderson on both ends of the court. Hustle play goes to him there, out-dueling two of the Missouri Southern players to get that rebound, draw a foul. And that is a 16th foul on Missouri Southern. So next foul, they will shoot 1-1 here. Bogarter from the top, uses screen from Anderson, rolls to the hoop, another screen from Ash, nothing doing. Takes the ball down, Martin, good defense, kicks out to Anderson, Walker guarding, three ball Anderson, and it is good. Hidden from long range is number 2, Carlos Anderson. And then quickly back the other way, Carlos Anderson, after the three-pointer, will pick up a hand-checking foul as Clark drove hard down the lane, got beat off the dribble, and he's earned himself a trip to the line to shoot 2. Both teams doing an excellent job of getting to the rim here in the second half. Neither team finding much success stopping that, as the first one is up and good for Clark. Both coaches have calling out adjustments here. Both have been effective for both teams, and it'll be probably who makes the last adjustment here. Could go down stretch, as the second one's up and good as well. Both teams shooting pretty well from the free throw line, as Missouri Southern is shooting 83.5% from the stripe, and Minnesota has improved to 61.5%, much better than the 50% mark they were at halftime. Anderson spin move low, up and in, three-point play. Foul is going to be on number 15, Elijah Clark, great job with the spin move down in the paint and able to finish through the contact. And another old-fashioned three-point play opportunity for the Mavericks there. Great entry pass and able to go up and finish strong. Great job there by the Mavericks on the offensive side of the ball. Eyes the front rim, up and good. And good job offensively by the Mavericks there as they stretch it out to a 6-point lead. Excuse me, 8-point. Cameron down low, off the glass, no good. Good effort by Quincy Anderson on the much bigger Cameron Martin to knock it out, but long rebound goes to Clark. And they're gonna call a hand check and foul on Jamal Nixon there on the drive. All the guards getting a bit handsy on both teams and a lot of fouls being called here. That is a 10th team now. They are in the double bonus from here on out, and with 11.5 minutes, head coach Matt Margenthaler cannot be pleased that Missouri Southern will be shooting 2 from here on out. As the score now is to a 6-point lead as Lambert steps to the line for the second attempt. Second one up and good as well. All right, Nixon the inbound to Bogarter, and he brings it across the timeline. Coach Margenthaler on the knee observes his team on the sideline. Quincy dribble, pick up, jump shot, off the mark, no good. Rebound Walker, quickly to Tharp, running in transition is Tharp, driving down the lane, kick out Clark, 3-ball, long range, no good. Great rebound by Jamal Nixon, quickly back the other way, and they get foul with a reach-in, or get Clark with the foul, with the reach-in variety, and that will be the 8th team foul, and that means Bowmangarter will go to the line to shoot 1 and 1. Missouri Southern will be the team to shoot 2 with every foul from here on out. First one of the 1 and 1 is good. And now we will get the bonus part of the 1 and 1 here. Not a lot of use of the bench by both teams. Krieger's still on the bench with a few fouls. Long rebound will go to Clark and hands it off to Tharp. And Bogarter picks up the defense at the half-court stripe here. Swings it over to Clark. Good job by Carter, pushing him off the low block. Dribble, power dribble. Travel there, but no call. It looked like the pivot foot was picked up. Ball rolls out. Play will stop for a brief moment. Little slick down low as Martin may have got away with a travel there, but able to turn, lay it up and in for 2. And coach is calling out the offense on the sideline over the Nixon, guarded by Tharp. Look down low, Anderson, Ash for a 3-ball. Back rim, no good. Quickly out to Tharp. Walker with the rebound. And Missouri Southern wastes no time. Lambert, 3, and it's good. And that pulls the Lions within 1. Quickly up to Quincy Anderson. Dribbles baseline, swing, Ash, 3, no good. Again, off the back iron. Not cooled off a little bit, have been the Mavericks here in their shooting. I think Coach Margenthaler looking for a carry, but not going to get it as he was covered tightly by Bogarter. Beautiful entry pass from Tharp to Martin. The agile layup there with the foul, as Martin is absolutely tearing up this Maverick defense, as that is his 33rd point of today's contest. I don't know what his career numbers are, but this is certainly a career day by the looks of it for Cameron Martin. 15 of 20 from the floor, 75% there, 1 for 2 behind the arc, 2 for 4 from the stripe, as he is dumped in 33 points, doubles any scorer for Missouri Southern, and Mavericks struggling to find the answer for Martin today. He has single-handedly kept them in the game and now has them up 1 with a chance to go up one more, go up 2, as timeout is on the floor, immediate timeout. Teams breaking the huddle. Again, Martin will step to the line to shoot the bonus here after he was fouled and gets an and one play. Just a big human being, standing at 6'9", 240 pounds, and he is only a sophomore as he looks to be a transfer from Jacksonville State to Missouri Southern, as he is from Hera, Oklahoma. Few dribbles, first shot up and good. Completes the old-fashioned three-point play as Krieger checks back in the game. He has been out most of the second half due to his foul trouble with 3, but he is a team second leading scorer on the team with 11 right now. And they spread him out. Krieger jump shot, free throw line, good. Beautiful touch there on the turnaround jumper from the pass. And a good little spark right away off the bench with Krieger as it's tied up at 66 all. Walker thought about the long 3-ball. Easy entry pass in to Cameron Martin. Baumgartner gonna slash him on the arm. And a familiar sight here as Cameron Martin will step back to the line again to shoot 2. That is the first foul on number 13, Yes, it is Trey Baumgartner. First foul. I guess the positive side, it was not on the bigs there, as the first one is up and good. Quite a load offensively for the Mavericks to stop. Haven't found an answer. Second one, no good. And rebound, Quincy Anderson, and McLeod is back in the game as well. Coach Margenthaler calls out the offense here. McLeod sets it up, uses the screen from Kirksey, rolls the basket, and they're gonna get Tharp for the Lions on a hook as he was holding off Kirksey with one arm, as Kirksey, the much bigger player out of the two, was jockeying for position down low, and he got the call, and that's a 9th foul. So next foul on the Lions. Both teams will be in the double bonus for the 9 minutes remaining. First one up and good by Kirksey. Now to the bonus part of the 1-and-1. Kirksey will shoot the second as Nixon, number 1, checks in for Quincy Anderson, who has provided some great minutes defensively off the bench for the Mavericks. Nixon more of the scoring threat when they spread out the Lions defense here. Eyes down the front rim. Kirksey, second one is good. It will be interesting to see here in the second half of the game what answer they have for Martin. Need to find a way to keep him from setting up shot, and they're gonna get McLeod using the arms to try to move him out, and that was a good job offensively by the Lions, noticing the switch there defensively and the much smaller McLeod on Cameron. Really no match for the size and mass of Cameron, as the first one of the double bonus is up, rolls in and out. So 2 back-to-back misses from the stripe for Cameron Martin. Mavericks lead by 1 with exactly 9 minutes left here in the second half. Second one up and finds its way down. And the Lions take a 1-point lead here in the late goings of the second half, tie the game up here in the second half. Swing to Kirksey, who had a big night last night against Lindenwood. Much quieter today. McLeod, Cameron defending. Good entry pass, backdoor cut. Nixon lays it up and in, skying to the hoop. That was a great patience in catching him out of the corner of his eye with Kirksey. And Nixon getting absolutely worked down low by Cameron. 2 passes and up and in, no dribbles on that. Baumgartner dribbles, right wing, baseline, swing to Nixon, 3-ball up and no good, side iron. Skying for the rebound is Lambert from Missouri Southern. Quickly up the court to Clark. Slows him down. Kirksey regains defensive position. And the Lions reset the offense. And again, they're going to get Nixon for a foul on the back. Ref is going to say he raised his leg into the back of him, tried to create some space. and the Mavericks can't seem to do anything right in defending Martin. They lay a hand on him, they get the foul, or if he gets the ball, he often dominates. First one of the double bonus, is up and in, as that is the 39th point for Cameron Martin. Unbelievable. Over half of the points that have been scored by Missouri Southern have been directly contributed by Martin, as now that is a 40th point for Martin. Absolutely dominating performance as they take a 2-point lead here with just under 8 minutes left in the second half. McLeod dribbling atop the key 3-ball. No foul called as it was blocked. Not the shot head coach Matt Margenthaler was looking for as he vocalized his frustration. And unbelievable, gonna call another foul on McLeod in the low block. There is just absolutely no answer, as now the foul's really starting to become a factor as McLeod, Kirksey, and Krieger all have three of the bigger scoring threats for the Mavericks now in foul trouble with just under 8 minutes to go. That is gonna prove to be mightily tough here as McLeod comes out. Coach Margenthaler realizing that they're gonna need McLeod down the stretch here. So because of his foul trouble now with his third personal, will take a seat on the bench as the second of the double bonus is up and good. 42 points now for Cameron Martin. Full court press here, double the ball in the Bowman Garter quickly. That could have quickly turned south there as the 5-second count was getting near the 5-second mark. All right, dribbling on the left side. Walker defending tightly. Bowman Garter swing to Anderson. Looked at Krieger down low, didn't like it. Again, over the back, no call. And Coach Margenthaler letting them know how displeased he is with the no calls that have been occurring down below. Coming close, he better watch what he says or he may draw a technical. You do not need that at this point in the game as it is a tightly contested game and Minnesota State fans alike expressing their displeasure with the officiating. They're allowing a lot of contact down low. And a technical foul has been assessed to Tharp as he was running the flapper quite profusely there, and he is going to draw a technical. Don't quite know what Tharp was thinking, but quite honestly, not a very smart move by Tharp as the team is up 4, and they're going to send a very solid free throw shooter and Kevin Krieger to the line, and they'll get possession. First one up and good. A bonehead move, quite honestly, by number 0, Reggie Tharp, the junior out of Fort Wayne, Indiana. Second one, no good, but the Mavericks will take possession there as that was the first technical foul of the tournament. And emotions running high, and the officials have seen just about enough of it. And Coach Bushi is not too happy with Tharp running his mouth and drawing a technical, and the ref explaining exactly what transpired there, and Coach Masuji gives him a tap on the butt, reminding him that those are the type of things that are not needed and are not conducive to the success of his team on the court. Nonetheless, Quincy quickly inbound the Krieger 3-ball up, back rim, no good. Skying for the rebound, but aggressively ripping it down is Cameron Martin. That's just a tough task for any member of the Mavericks to go up and battle against them. 6'9", up, Walker, corner 3-ball, side rim, no good, as Minnesota State's number 2, Carlos Anderson, rips it down. Brings it back across the timeline. Bowman Garter calls out the offense. Kirksey coming up for the ball screen. No screen needed. Quincy Anderson looks down low, entry passing. Kirksey bounces out. Anderson 3-ball from the right wing, and it is good! Big 3-ball answer by Carlos Anderson from the feed of Quincy Anderson. And the Mavericks quickly tie it back up with 6.5 left here in the game. This is another nail-biter, folks, much like the game last night against Lindenwood University. High post feed, Walker dumped it down. Great job by Cameron Kirksey. Great double team down low as it looked to, they shifted a 2-3 zone. Krieger pump fake, back to Bowman Garter, 3-ball, good, no, off the mark. Looked good for my angle, but just to the right of the rim. And Walker gets the long rebound as he slowly brings it across the timeline. Coach Bushi for the Missouri Southern Lions calls out the offense. 2-3 zone here for the Mavericks. Entry pass mid-post, Kirksey defense, up and under, blocked by Kirksey. And they're gonna get a jump ball, yes. Possession arrow goes to the Mavericks. Back-to-back great defensive efforts by the low post defender, Cameron Kirksey, able to find his way into position, get in the lane, knock the ball away on that possession. Great job, Cameron Kirksey, proven to be one of the most pivotal players here in this tournament as he's made big play after big play. And those are two huge defensive plays down the stretch here. With 5.5 left to go, Bumgarner seeing extensive time because of the foul trouble from McLeod. Pick and roll, block pass, had the right there. Gets tipped back, slap, no foul call, heard it all the way up here. And feeds it to Kirksey, going against Cameron, hand check. And they finally call a foul on Cameron, but despite his size, he's had his hands all over Maverick players tonight, and they finally get a call against him. That is his third team now. It is a little bit relevant that there's still just under 5.5 left. Let's see if they get a couple more quick ones on him, and could see Martin find a spot on the bench here. First one up, good. Mavericks take a 1-point lead, as both teams are in the double bonus here going forward, so any foul other than the offensive variety will result in shooting. 2, Kirksey, second one up, and no good. Rebound, Martin. Martin having a great day. 8 rebounds overall, 42 points, 2 shy of a double-double for Missouri Southern. This 2-3 zone for the Mavericks has worked well last 2 trips down the court for the Lions, as they have been rather cold from beyond the arc, and I think Coach Margenthaler willing to let them take an open jump shot. I don't know about that call, but they're going to get number 10, Quincy Anderson, the 6'3" guard, freshman, with the hand check and foul, as we will get the opportunity to take it here as we've creeped under 5 minutes to go here. The Minnesota State Mavericks hold a 1-point lead, 75-74 over the visiting Missouri Southern Lions. Looking to go 2-0 on the season after a great opening game against Lindenwood yesterday afternoon. Very exciting, and this is proven to be just as good, if not better, as a lot higher offensive output here from Cameron Martin, and Kirksey contributing quite well with 9. Well spread point totals by the Mavericks, which is helpful going down the stretch, as there is a plethora of players that are able to get to the rim and score, as well as from beyond the arc. As Walker, first one up and good. Tie game now, 75 apiece. Walker eyes down the front rim, second one up and good. As Anderson, number 2, Carlos Anderson, limping a little bit, had some contact on the leg, but he seems to be all right. McLeod back in the game now. Anderson, top of the key, down to Kirksey, and Walker's gonna get over the back reach-in foul. And that's what you get when you get great low post position, as Kirksey did there. You have to try to play through the man, and Walker went clear through the man, created the contact, and Kirksey will shoot 2. First is up and in for Cameron Kirksey, who has played great defensively and has contributed now 10 points to the total for the Mavericks. Second one off the front rim, backboard, no good. Rebound Martin, as I believe that is now a triple or a double-double for Martin. Mavericks have continued to improve their free throw percentage now, 65.5% from the line, 15% better than they were at halftime. Floater, Tharp, good. Thought about dumping it off to Martin, instead kept it, released it at the highest point, able to get it to fall, as the Lions now have a 2-point lead, 78-76 in favor of the Lions. McLeod, Anderson, right wing, down to Kirksey, guarded by the much smaller Tharp, up and good. Just getting by Tharp and Martin, great job there to go up and finish and tie it back up. Lambert quickly the other way. Tharp, good job by Kirksey, fighting for position down low. That is no small duty in keeping Martin out of the low post. Tharp looking Martin down low. No, they're going to get it on the floor before the pass. And so I believe Lambert will step to the line. No, they are going to say the foul was on the floor, but it was on Martin. So Martin will get a chance to increase his 42-point total here by 2. Stares down the front of the rim. First one up, and it is good. 43 points now for Cameron Martin of the Missouri Southern Lions. All right, one left here. This is the second of the double bonus. Second one up, and rattles its way home. And back to a 2-point lead, 80-78 here. A back and forth ball game all day. No team really able to get out to a substantial lead as McLeod uses the screen, nothing there. Hands it to Krieger and swinging around the top of the key. And they're going to get Tharp again as he is reaching under the arms and kind of hooked Krieger, if you will, as that is his 5th personal. And Reggie Tharp has fouled out of the game with 3:28 left as number 1 for the Lions, Jadis White, will check back in. He is seeing more minutes than he usually does here as Tharp has checked out off the front rim. Krieger not able to get to the fall. A more consistent free throw shooter, but this one eludes him. Nonetheless, he'll have the second of the double bonus here. A chance to draw back within 1. And it is up and good. All right. Each possession becoming more and more important here as the clock continues to tick. Still in the 2-3 defense, have a better go at it here in the 2-3 of working against Cameron Martin. Again, a big human being, 6'9", 240. Very tough to defend, but Kirksey doing all he's got. Lambert jump shot. A contested 3-ball by Lambert of Missouri Southern and able to knock it down. Stretches it to a 4-point lead late. Looking for an answer here are the Mavericks. Feeding back down low to Kirksey. 3-ball, Baumgartner, good! Big answer on the other end for number 13, number 13, Baumgartner, and that's a big answer as the lead back down to 1. Lambert clutched like he was going to shoot another one. 3-ball, long one, Clark, no good. Rebound, fought for, pulled down by Baumgartner. Martin skied up there, unable to corral it. Going back the other way, Krieger driving down the baseline. And they're going to call an offensive foul. He did throw the arm up and got into the chest of Lambert. 30-second timeout here called by Missouri Southern. Head coach Matt Margenthaler not happy, but I could see from this angle he did throw the arm up and got it into the chest of Lambert, as that was the correct call. Head coach Matt Margenthaler disagrees, but that is the 4th foul now. One more, and one of the better players for the Minnesota State Mavericks, Kevin Krieger, is in very, very deep foul trouble here with just under 2.5 to go. Mavericks trail by 1, 83-82 in the late going of this contest. Been a great back and forth matchup. 4 teams that are in this tournament from both the NSIC and the MIAA. Well chosen, as every game here inside the wonderful Taylor Center at the Breslin Arena has been very close. The game before, the St. Cloud Huskies able to edge out the Lindenwood University Lions, as that was a tight contest right down to the last second. But we got ourselves a great matchup here as the Mavericks are trying to work on the sweep of the Mid-America Conference here, in this open season tournament between the 2 conferences. This timeout did get stretched to a full one, as the media timeout will go into effect here. Teams ready to break the huddle. It will be Missouri Southern ball on the baseline as Coach Markenthaler is still letting the officials know his displeasure with that offensive charge call on Krieger. Krieger will stay in the game with 4 fouls as he is a main theme of this team, a congruent part that needs to be in there, a very good scoring threat and a good free throw shooter. He's got to watch his hands now with 4 fouls. 4 low offense here for the Lions. Mavericks elected staying to 2-3. Cameron wide open down low. Good job by Krieger stepping in front. Big stop here off the low post. Skip pass to Clark. Swinging around. Drive down the middle of the lane. Up. Wow. And Cameron, yeah, Coach Markenthaler could hear him up here calling for the 3 seconds. And I have to agree with him as he set up camp and was about ready to start roasting some marshmallows there, as he did not leave the paint at all during that possession. And refs need to keep an eye on that because he did set up camp for quite a while down there. But nonetheless, got the rebound, went up with it, and got fouled, and he'll shoot 2. Excuse me, he'll shoot the 1 as he made the layup. Down 4 now, 2 minutes to go. Mavericks need a good possession, need to get a bucket here as we get into the nitty-gritty part. Cameron Kirksey down low, and the emphatic dunk over Martin. What a play by Cameron Kirksey. Great job gliding to the rim and going up and over the much taller Martin. Great job, athletic play by Cameron Kirksey with the emphatic finish. Here we go, down 2. Oh man, Martin hesitated there. Kirksey did the right thing. Martin was expecting contact, changed how he was shooting the shot, but the athletic ability still able to get the difficult shot up and in. McLeod crossover dribble, back out to Anderson. Baumgartner, Krieger down low to Kirksey, faces the basket, goes baseline, up and no good. Krieger gets the rebound and fouled by Martin, as that is going to be his 4th foul. As unbelievable performance by Cameron Martin, has 49 points, but now has picked up his 4th foul. 1 more and he'll be out as Krieger will step to the line. These are 2 crucial free throws here, down 4 with just over a minute left. Krieger needs to sink these for Minnesota State. First one up and good. All right, back to within 3 points here. Krieger on the second one on the shooting foul. Hush falls over the gym. It is up and good. Mavericks down 2 here. Let's see what defense Coach Markenthaler comes up with. Need 1 big stop here as the clock will go under a minute to play here. 23 on the shot clock. And their White holds the ball at the top, trying to drain as much as they can off the clock here. Mavericks in 2-3. Cameron Martin looking to set the screen, rolls to the hoop, off the face, turnover, 2-on-2 other way. Anderson fouled by White. He will go to the line to shoot 2. Great defensive series by Anderson, able to get his hands in the passing lane. And these are 2 huge free throws coming up with 41.8 seconds left. Regardless of what happens, the shot clock will be on here. And the Mavericks, if they get a turnover or a rebound, will possess the ball. First one up and short. He just got the ball, stepped right into it, did not take his time. I don't know if that was his idea going into it, but second one on its way, and it is no good. Long rebound out to the Mavericks as there is about a 7.5 second differential. And they're going to call a foul on White, who did. He's pleading with the ref that he didn't touch him, but you can clearly see he hit him on the arm. A very bonehead foul by White, as that will send, I believe, Baumgartner to the line for 2, as there is still a 7.5 second differential on the shot clock, as there will be 1 more possession. Not quite sure what Coach Markenthaler is trying to clarify here, but a great job and a great hustle to chase down that long rebound as the refs blow the whistle for the first horn here. one of the teams to break the huddle. This is just great basketball here from both teams, and we're gonna see what we can do from the line. The two missed free throws before were a tough go at it, as just making one of them would make this game within reach to take the lead here. And the foul is on the floor. I'm not quite sure why they're not going to go to the line to shoot here. But anyways, McLeod gets the ball here. Anderson dribbled to the rim. Walker, and Anderson lays it in. Timeout, Minnesota State. Shot clock is off. 24.8 seconds left here. It is going to come down to the last possession here. Now, if you're head coach Matt Margenthaler, you got to be expressing to your team, get a rebound, chase down every loose ball here if it is a missed shot here, as the excitement comes over Breslin Arena here. This is going to be a big possession, as you got to imagine the team, Missouri Southern team, has got to be looking to Cameron Martin, as he has had a humongous day on the court, as he has 49 points. Absolutely dominating effort from the kid Cameron Martin from Missouri Southern here. Mavericks have really had no answer for him today. And now let's see what head coach Matt Margenthaler is going to be able to draw up here. You got to imagine they're going to look his way right away. If not, they've been decent from beyond the arc here. I don't know if they'd want to settle for a three ball, but if they're able to have some great low post defense here, they may have to settle for a jump shot, which I think would be the ideal situation for the Mavericks. And here we go. As it was my mistake, there was not a foul called. It looked to be like they called a foul, but it was him calling for a timeout on that previous attempt. And here we go, 24.8 seconds go. And here we go. The crowd here at Breslin Arena inside the Taylor Center comes to life. And we're looking for a big stop, as White has got the ball up near the midcourt line, guarded by McLeod. 8 seconds left. Three ball, Lambert, no good, rebound. 3 seconds, quickly up the court to Anderson. And it is, oh, no good. Oh, man. Hit and rattled in and out. And we will see overtime here, as Coach Margenthaler is all the way out on the court discussing something, not quite sure what, as he is not very happy. And we'll see the first overtime game of the season for the Mavericks here. And 5-minute overtime is going to be the decision. And Coach Margenthaler emphatically telling the officials something, not quite sure what he is displeased about. But great defensive effort by the Mavericks on that last possession, and able to get somewhat of a decent shot off was number 2, Carlos Anderson, having the wherewithal to know how much time was on the clock and get the shot out of his hand before it expired, and almost gets it to rattle through here. As we will have a little bit of immediate timeout before we resume action here. Great job defensively by the Mavericks to make Lambert take up a long and somewhat contested three-point shot here. Quite the fitting finish here you would expect, as both teams have played exceptionally well and have clawed their way to an overtime period here. 5 minutes will go on the clock, and teams will meet at the middle of the court for another jump ball here. So we'll need an extra 5 minutes to see how this turns out, as Anderson had a shot to win the game but couldn't get it to fall. And the same starting 5 from the beginning of the game will start for both teams, I believe, here. So we'll reset the possession arrow. Kirksey and Martin at center court for a jump ball. And here we go. Exciting overtime action. Kirksey wins the jump. Krieger pulls it down. And McLeod will get the ball, and we'll set up here. And we are underway in overtime. Great jam-packed day action here on the Maverick Broadcasting Network. Down low to Kirksey against Martin. Doesn't like it. Back out to Nixon. Back down to Cameron Kirksey. Dribbled down. Face the basket. Nixon thought about it. Goes up. And that is the 5th foul on Cameron Martin. And Martin, I believe, will get the foul. And it is. And that is a big foul. As a playmaker, Cameron Martin will take a seat for the remaining 4 minutes and 36 seconds as the crowd here at Mankato State University is very happy to see that brilliant young man go off the floor. I know the small contingency of Missouri Southern is displeased with that call, but if you are a Maverick fan, you gotta be happy to see Cameron Martin leave the court here with more than 4.5 minutes to play. Let's see if this proves to be the turning point for the Mavericks. Nixon, first one up and good. And Mavericks jump out to the early 1-point lead as the whole arena has burst into excitement seeing number 31 leave the court, who ends the day with 49 points. Definitely has the double-double, but now up to 4.5 to play. You got to imagine that yes they do, they go back to the man defense as the 2-3 was to slow down Martin. 3-ball, Clark, no good. Great rebound by Krieger. And it is a big difference under the board already without Martin, as that was an easy rebound by Krieger. McLeod, top of the key, dribble and uses the screen. Back out to Anderson, nothing doing, dribble down the lane, floater, good! And the Mavericks go up 4. Right away, you can see the impact of Cameron Martin not being on the floor. Great hands, almost get a turnover, and they do. The Mavericks strip the ball. Great steal by McLeod. Going back the other way. Driving to the hoop, lays it up, and no good. But the shifty McLeod will go to the line. Great effort early in this overtime period. Juan McLeod getting the hands in, creating the steal, and then the quick dribble will go to the line to shoot 2. Whistle was blown, not quite sure what the situation was, but regardless, McLeod will step to the line to shoot 2. Great job on the quick penetration dribble. Gets to the rim. First one up and no good. Rattles off the back iron, hits the front rim, and not able to find his way home. But he will have the second shot, the bonus, if you will, here. Up, and this one is good. Creases to a 5-point lead here, and the Missouri Southern Lions reeling a bit without the presence of their best player, Cameron Martin. Lambert, pull up, shot, good. Good answer by Kinzer Lambert as he knocks down a long jump shot from the right elbow. McLeod content on taking his time, gets instruction from, no way. And they are gonna call an illegal screen. This official is certainly hearing it from Margenthaler, as that was a very good flop on the part of Missouri Southern. His feet weren't moving, didn't throw out the knee or the hip, and in my humble opinion, that was a terrible call. But nonetheless, they will get the illegal screen. I believe that was on, correct me if I'm wrong here, number 2, Carlos Anderson. That is his 4th personal, and the Lions will take possession. Walker bringing the ball across the floor. Just over 3 minutes left here. Let's see what the Mavericks defense can do here. Carlos Anderson guarding away from the ball. Tip ball up, Carter Ash. Officials are gonna communicate, gonna say last touch by Carter Ash. Shot clock will not reset here. 14 seconds to shoot. And Lions will inbound the ball near their bench. Ball to number 5, Walker of the Lions. Screen coming up top, able to work around it is Nixon. Nothing doing. good job by McLeod not giving up the baseline. Oh, good hard rebound. Wow, very quick on the jump ball whistle. These refs are getting really quick triggered on the whistle for everything here, as Krieger took the ball right away. Possession arrow points to the Lions. Kind of good and bad. Now we'll have the possession arrow going down the stretch, as we got a 30-second timeout from Missouri Southern, as they will maintain possession here on the jump ball. Yeah, as you can see right away, Cameron Martin's presence not on the court is very noticeable, as the Lions have been settling for these jump shots the last 3 possessions here. They'll get another opportunity out of the timeout here. Coach Margenthaler quickly went back to the man-to-man defense there as soon as he left the game, and it has proven to be a great call, as every jump shot has been a tough contested shot, as he is explaining to the officials of why that was not a jump ball. And I do have to agree that they were quick triggered on the whistle there, but nonetheless, Mavericks have got to stand tall here and have one more good defensive possession to get it back, as they are up 3 with 2 minutes and 53 seconds left. Lambert with the ball, Krieger with the defense, 1 dribble jump shot, and he is money. Lambert, 2 contested jump shots late here in the game, have knocked him down and brought it back to within 1. That is 21 points for Lambert, who is silently in comparison to Cameron Martin, and we're going to get a foul on said player, Lambert, as that will be his 4th personal. The other high scorer for the Lions in some deep foul trouble with 2.5 left here, and that will send Jamal Nixon to the line. The 6'6" guard, 210-pound sophomore from Plainfield, Illinois, will get a chance to extend the lead here in the double bonus. First one up, no good. The free throw shooting has diminished here, as the Mavericks have only been 1 for 5 from the line in the last 5 attempts here. This is the 6th, and it is good. Up 2 now, just over 2.5 to play, and inbound to Lambert, who has 4 fouls, but also 21 points here. Let's see how they decide to defend him, as he is the hot hand right now. And they're gonna get the foul with the body on Jamal Nixon. That will send the pure shooter, Lambert, to the line to shoot 2. And that is Nixon's 5th foul, I do believe, if it is correct on the scoreboard, in which it is. And he will have to check out of the game here for the Mavericks. And coming off the bench for the first time tonight is number 22, Carson Aaronholz, the 6'1" guard, 170-pound senior from Delavan, Illinois, as he checks in here for the first time. Let's see what he can bring to the table here to replace Jamal Nixon, who has had a great outing, and it rattles home. Lambert draws the Lions within 1 here. Second one is good. That is now 23 points, second highest score for the Missouri Southern Lions here. All right, McLeod gingerly brings the ball over the timeline as he sets up the offense. Ball screen for Krieger, rolling to the basket. No way. Absolutely terrible call. He was falling to the floor, and Krieger had put his arm up to call for the ball, and the ref bails him out with another terrible offensive foul call. Just not a good job here by the officials in the last few calls, but no matter what, that will count as a foul, an offensive variety. Therefore, they won't go to the line, but another wasted possession there by the Mavericks, as it is a 94 deadlock here with just over 2 minutes to go in the game. Lambert, 3-ball, no good. Skying for the rebound is Carlos Anderson, as he got hit in the back of the head. No call, and the Mavericks will get another opportunity on offense. McLeod, quick dribble down the lane, nothing doing. Quincy Anderson swings it at Aaron Carlos Anderson back to Quincy Anderson. McLeod looking, nothing doing. Down baseline. Got hit on the body, no call. And that will be a turnover for the Mavericks. He got hit on the body down low by big number 12. Ennis Mimic, who doesn't see a lot of time, but with Martin out, he is seeing some significant time in crucial moments of the game here for the Lions. And Walker tightly defended by McLeod. Over the Walker, 3-ball, and it is good. A dagger of a shot by Walker of the Missouri Southern. It knocks it down, hands off from Anderson to Anderson. McLeod to Carter Ash. And they reset at the top with 15 on the shot clock. Now under a minute here. Down 3. Let's see what the Mavericks got here. 3-ball, front rim, no good. Rebound Walker. Now need a big stop here as a quiet has come over the Mavericks crowd here. 41 seconds left, down 3. Shot clock still in play here, 17 seconds. The Mavericks will get one more possession, but need a big stop here in order to try to tie this game. Walker crossover dribble, drives to the rim, lays it in, no good. And they're gonna call a push on the Lions, so that will send, not quite sure who that will send to the line yet. It looks like number 2, Carlos Anderson, was the one that had the foul committed on, and he will go to the line here. Each team has 2 timeouts left, so you got to make at least one of these to be able to tie it here. And let's hope he can knock down both. First one up and good. All right. As Krieger will check in for Ash here, who is a better defender and overall scorer than Carter Ash. And it will be a 1-possession game here, as Bowmangarter may come into the game if Carlo Anderson makes this. Second one up and good. All right, 1-point game here. You would got to imagine if you can't get a steal on the inbounds play, you're going to quickly foul here, send them to the line, and if they do make 2, it will be a 3-point game. All right, inbound to Walker. And Walker will go to the line here as he has shot. He is 2 for 2 from the line today, obviously 100%. But if he misses one, able to tie it with a 2-point play. If not, they will need a 3-ball to tie it with just over 21 seconds left here. The pressure is on Walker to create the final separation here. If not, if he somehow misses both of these, he will give the Mavericks an opportunity to take the win. First one up, and it is no good. All right, so here we have it, folks. The setting has been painted here. The Mavericks will get a chance to tie it, assuming they get a rebound here with a 2-point play. Timeout called on the floor. Mavericks will call for a full, Missouri Southern, as there is confusion as what length of a timeout would be taken. As the official clarifies, it is a 30-second timeout taken by the Mavericks. All right, here it is, folks. We got one more coming from the line, but they can only get it out to a 2-point lead here, and that will give the Mavericks an opportunity to be able to dribble drive to the rim, try to get 2 and 1, or win the game with a 3-point play. But us Maverick fans can hope he misses this attempt, and the Mavericks will have 21 seconds to get a win here. But the pressure is on Walker, and I'm sure he's feeling it here as teams get set up down low. And Missouri Southern electing to not have anyone down for the rebound here, and it's hoping he makes it here. Up, and it is good. All right, here it is, 21 seconds, inbound to McLeod, down 2. Let's see what they have drawn up. Anderson going to the rim, up and good. Tie game. And the Mavericks will take a quick timeout. And Anderson grabbing his calf here. Not sure if it was from contact earlier or if he's cramping, but I believe he's cramping here as he sits down on the floor, tries to loosen it up. May need to tough it out here for the final 13.2 seconds, as he has been a big factor down the stretch here for the Mavericks. Great job off the pass, dribble drive to the rim against Lambert, who had 4 fouls and kind of backed away from contact because he knew that's exactly what the Mavericks were looking for, as we are knotted up here late in the game with 13 seconds left. Let's see what Coach Margenthaler has in store, as he had a great offensive possession drawn up for the Mavericks to let Carlos Anderson get to the rim for 2. Excellent job by the Mavericks down the stretch and keeping it a tied game there. Walker has got to be kicking himself for missing that second free throw attempt, and the Mavericks able to capitalize here as the crowd comes to life here in the beautiful Taylor Center at Breslin Arena. Here we go. 7 seconds left. Of course, the ball goes to Lambert, guarded by Anderson. Drive to the rim. Up and good. And an absolute dagger by the hot hand. 1 second. Half-court heave. Anderson way off the mark. And the Lions of Missouri Southern steal a hard-fought battle here in overtime. Mavericks had a chance there to come up with a big stop defensively, but the scoring threats of Cameron Martin and Lambert, Kinzer Lambert of Missouri Southern, proving to be too much down the stretch here, as Missouri Southern will walk away victors of the NSIC MIAA season opener clash here. An outstanding performance by both teams, and Missouri Southern able to get the last possession and to capitalize on it and get the big W. Well, that does it here for us at Breslin Arena. We'd like to thank you, the Maverick Broadcasting Network, for joining us for a jam-packed day of Maverick football and Maverick basketball. We hope you enjoyed the coverage here. Again, great shout out to our hardworking men and women of the crew, able to tear down and set up right inside the Breslin Arena here, right after the Maverick football game, as your Maverick football team able to walk away with their final regular season win, 47-7, in dominating fashion over